Hey everybody, I'm ELFO. If you don't know what that is, you're wrong. Anyway, hey, this is Carl's Immortals Inc Podcast. And,
I can't keep it together.
And as always, I got Mikey.
Oh, I just got yelled at.
Hello, everybody. And we
go.
have a special guest today, don't we?
We have Diana because she needed
My amazing grandmother.
Me.
Cue the
Diana.
star effects or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Superstar.
You ever see Mikey, Diana? You know how worlds are. You have worlds like of the
Like
TV
Earth?
shows. No, like the different role playing worlds, like
Star
Greyhawk.
Wars?
Yes, Greyhawk, Star Wars. They're all very deep and they're serious and they have all that stuff that we're playing with, and everybody wants to play these epic encounters and adventures. You ever seen Disenchantment on
No.
Netflix? You ever,
Is that the animated series?
yes.
Like, that's why we're doing this. It's just
All right, that's how I view what D&D Adventure should be.
Okay.
Just terrible. It's not terrible. It is a good show. If you like The Simpsons, it's the same creators as Futurama and all that stuff like that.
You are right. It is D&D Adventure.
It is a D&D adventure, and if you don't like seriousness to your D&D adventure, you should be watching this show. And that's how you should be lighthearted and funny
In life.
in life.
I love it.
There's like 4 seasons of this thing, and I don't know why anybody doesn't talk about it more.
I don't know anyone that watches it but me and you.
It is
It's
funny,
crazy.
and we could be wrong. There should be something. Maybe there's
Let us
something
know.
we're not seeing.
Let us know if you guys. That's why we're doing this. Like, let us know.
in the comments. But if you're looking for a world that's lighthearted, fun, and just silly,
Mischievous.
yeah, just it's
You got the good devil, good shoulder and the bad shoulder.
the show is basically about, without any spoiler, it's about a princess in this fantasy land,
Spoiled princess.
spoiled princess in this fantasy land.
It wants nothing to do with being a princess.
Yeah, pretty much. And just trying
Might
to
be an
get
alcoholic.
very very tomboyish. And then this little elf who didn't fit in with the elf community, who wanted to be like,
ELFO.
yeah, ELFO is the guy, and Bean is the main princess, and then there's a bunch of sub characters, like her father's there as a king,
Lucy.
Lucy, which is like her conscience, or it's like a little
Devil.
the devil, and without spoiling how he got there, and then Elf, because it's fun to watch. It's a very
I
interesting
can't
show.
help it. I love it.
There's like, I think 3 or 4 seasons. Is there 4 seasons?
I still
I
am
think-
looking for 2 pops from there. The mothers.
That's not seasons.
Yeah.
but
I just
Pops or seasons
just
doesn't
popped in my
really-
head. I have to have the moms. I just love the show.
But it's so much fun, and it's just ridiculous fun, like The Simpsons, Futurama, Family Guy.
Are the makers of Futurama, did they make that? Or like who?
I hate to say it, I hate to thing, but I'm guessing the animation matches and the attitude matches and everything.
Because I know
like that.
somebody who made one of those shows partnered and made that. Because I watched like half of an episode when it just came out on Netflix. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched half of an episode. I didn't know what it was. So
But that's what goes on in my, like, if you watch this, that's what goes on in my head, but I think should be an adventure day, like that's how our life goes. That's just nonsense, just complete nonsense. One adventurous nonsense, one accidental success after another.
It's so spontaneous because you're off doing one thing, they're off doing something, and all of a sudden it's like I said, the good guy and the bad guy on the shoulder, and you just don't know. Should I listen to ELFO? Do I listen to Lucy? Do I just listen to myself? Do I go?
But
and
the elf is
it
like,
changes constantly, and it's just fun.
it's like you always have your fit. Like, I absolutely feel for ELFO. Like, ELFO is like my spirit animal.
Aww.
wait. Is he an animal or is he a?
Well,
I
he'd
mean,
be a
I
guy.
feel for ELFO too. I really do.
I can
can't
associate with him, I
dehumanize
guess.
ELFO.
I feel for him too. I feel
Because
a
he's
little bit
just
for him.
this guy who doesn't want to be happy all the time. He goes, there's even a line, he goes, I want to feel pain and grief. I want to be happy all the time. And it's like, oh my God, that's him. And then he gets out into the real world and it just collapses on him. But he just takes it with a smile, and his tagline is, hi, I'm ELFO. And that's just everything.
That's everything.
And he doesn't because he comes from a world that it only knows lollipops and happiness, and then he's out in this world and it's just chaos and depression
Everything goes
and
against
terrible,
him.
and he's like, hey, how you doing? It just doesn't
Smash in the face,
Yeah,
it's like, what the hell was that?
takes everything in stride. And then you have Bean, which is a princess, a spoiled princess who's never really had it hard in life, but she thinks life is terrible and she doesn't want the responsibilities. And I could see in the background where she just doesn't want to grow up, but she's forced to grow up. So it's like that adventure of being rebellious and terrible.
I say she just wants to drink and she doesn't want to stop drinking.
Yeah, she's a bit of an alcohol, but it is pretty funny. And then her father, King Zog, it's just like a disgruntled, that's me.
He's just looking for love.
Yeah, he's just this
just
very
looking for love.
unhappy guy who just wants to get along with somebody. But he's funny because he still has to rule a kingdom. He does it with a
Yeah, and he's like, let everybody else rule it and just tell me about it.
yeah,
kind
like
of
what
attitude.
are you bothering me for now? You know?
Right.
So are all the episodes in chronological order, or do they lead up to things, or is it just
Oh
like
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
it's a
watch
story.
it individually, but if you watch it as a story, it builds because the characters
You
build.
can't
and-
watch an individual. I don't think so.
Yeah, you probably can. You got to watch them in a series.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
watch
not
it
like
in
a
series.
Yeah,
gotta
you
know
do.
what's
You
happening.
do. You do. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff, and it's like just a good storytelling and just a bunch of silly nonsense. It's just a lot of fun. But if in my head,
There's a lot of catch lines in it too, like
Oh,
"Oh
my-
no, not again," you know that one. And then ELFO, or is it ELFO?
they stole
Every
one of my.
goddamn
Yeah,
time,
that
you
was
know?
my. That's my line.
It's
I've
like every time, like
I've
I'm
said
surprised
every
people don't
goddamn
say
time.
it. I'm really surprised people don't use their punchlines so much because Carlos and I are constantly using their punchlines with
oh,
each other.
it's terrible.
You know,
It's terrible. It's just humorous. If you're running a D&D campaign, I guess that's all we wanted to talk about this. Like if you're running a D&D campaign and you see all these ones on TV and the internet and they're all serious and
yeah,
they're
this
all
is cartooned.
yeah, this is total fun nonsense if you wanted to base a campaign around it. And it you can actually, if you watch the whole series, and I don't want to spoil anything, it would cover all genres. You know, medieval times, like if sword and sorcery and all that, all the way up to like steampunk, and there's just all sorts of crazy stuff in there.
Oh yeah, it does.
And it is a lot of fun and everything, and it's just something.
See, you're a DM. You look at things like that, you know.
yeah.
I'm a player
because
and
I'm
just
watching it.
like,
And I'm like, man, that would be
Run,
that could be, yeah, that would be fun. And then just the
Going to the
characters.
pub.
And there's a lot of mainstream actors and voice actors in there that are pretty fun. And, just their characters fit the voices perfectly. And, it's just a lot of, even
I'm
serious.
sad that you haven't even talked about the moms. That's why they're not pop figures. See, that's why they're.
There's
they're
only,
not
and they only
Funko
made
Pop.
4 pops. And there's one rare pop, the bean pop. She's all dirty and the wedding dress that's ripped. If anybody has one, I need one for her.
They tried to buy me one,
searching.
but that's a whole other story.
Oh, I tried to buy one and they ripped me off. I was so mad.
Oof, not
So-
scammers. You got scammed.
Gonna have to
Over
make-
a bean Funko Pop.
I know.
We'll build one. From
Can't
scratch.
build one. But anyway,
I'll
there
take
should
it.
be.
You're right.
Yeah, the mothers are well, her stepmom,
mom and
her
then the stepmom.
Yeah, their mom and the stepmom. But I don't
Who
want to
plays
spoil
the
any-
mom? That's a good actress.
I
What's her
can't-
name?
I don't know.
She's the one who plays in The Grinch. The woman, Cindy May's mom or Cindy Lou's mom in The Grinch.
I've never seen that.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know her name.
She plays the mom,
Well,
and she actually looks like her.
spoiler alert.
Oh, I didn't. I just said
Spoiler alert.
She plays the mom. I just
But
said
this-
she plays the mom.
I know. Well, then there's a stepmom, which is like a lizard character.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it is. I mean, she's there.
An Argonian
She's a lizard
stepmom?
and
No.
She's a woman. It's really creepy.
Yeah,
And like
she's funny though.
she's a hot ass pirate.
Okay.
She turns into a hot ass pirate.
Spoilers.
I dig it.
Just watch it. It's not spoilers. It's fun. Go watch it, you guys.
But yeah, go ahead and watch
Disenchantment.
it. That's all we want to say. Disenchantment. We'll throw it out there. We don't want anything for it. We're just telling you it's a good thing to.
Put in the comments on who your favorite character is, or
And maybe we should have some more Funko Pops from that series because there's a whole lot of them. That would be great.
Funko.com if you're listening.
and then,
And also remember,
why no one is watching ELFO? If you don't know what it is, look at me. If you don't know what it is, you're wrong. Go ahead and watch it. It's on Netflix. I highly suggest it. I like it a lot. It's, and if you got nothing to do or you just want to binge watch it, it's fun. I've watched it twice now. Once myself and then once with you.
Yep.
And then I could watch it again because it's just fun.
I could
just
watch
for
it again
noise.
too, for sure.
But the whole point of that is if you're looking for an alternative D&D world, give that a try. If you like this video, subscribe. Give us a like. If you want
point to it. There you go.
If you like this video, subscribe. It helps us out. It helps Mikey out. It helps the store out. And if you really want to support us, you can go to Patreon. It's $1 is the only fee, or the $1 a month is the only tier we have.
Yeah.
And it gets you to be a co-producer, and you get to see behind the scenes stuff on the Patreon and some sneak peek stuff.
Every dollar helps. They add up.
I know. Till next time. Oh, because we got his fancy new mic with that. Look at that.
Yeah. I sound crispy. Sorry. Krispy Kreme.
All right, guys.
All right.
See ya.